Hi, I'm Szymon and this is Oxygraphia channel dedicated to DTP and prepress techniques. This movie is labeled CYW and is available in 2 languages. 2 last letters stands for language and both videos are published on 2 separate channels. If you find the content of this channel valuable and you would like to say thanks for my works, you can press the thumbs up button, you can leave your comment, I will do my best to answer them, and you can share the link to this video with your friends or on some forums. And I would certainly appreciate a cup of coffee in Buy Coffee too, thanks in advance. This is a 3-part multi-tutorial where I make a complete project of a vertical calendar from start to finish. In part CYX, I created a graphical layout in InDesign. In part CYY in Excel, I created texts and numbers for the entire year. And now the tutorial branches. We want to transfer data from Excel to InDesign Mockup, and I'm presenting 2 alternative paths to achieve that. If you are wondering which method is better, without hesitation, I recommend the method from the CYWEN video. The idea there is to add arbitrary text prefixes in Excel, which can then be easily found, styled, and the prefixes themselves are removed in the end. However, in this video, which I mentioned earlier would be a bit easier, I'm exploring a different idea. Is there a way to assign text styles in Excel and transfer them to InDesign? And you will find plenty of tutorials showing you exactly this. What they don't tell you is that InDesign, when importing Excel spreadsheet, doesn't honor Excel styles. Really? Let's have a look at the example. I have some exemplary data, and I want this area to be on the InDesign mockup. It is styled. Styles in Excel are on the Home tab, right there, and please pay close attention to the thin border around them. I know my Excel interface is black, but I can assure you that in a light or grayish interface, this border is also barely visible. So when I click on a cell, please notice which style has a thin border around it. For example, this one is called bad style, and this one is good style. And this one is styled with such and such name. Styles are very useful because if you want to change them for some reason, say to apply bolding, you just modify the style, and all cells that have this style applied will change. What I want to show you is that the import filter in InDesign does not honor Excel styles. So I want to import this area from F3 to H18. I must close Excel because InDesign refuses to import files from applications that are open. Let's open the exemplary data. File, Place, there's a shortcut, Ctrl-D, and I have to check this box to see Options window, where I can specify the coordinates. It was F3 to H18. The essence of this demonstration is that you don't have the option to include styles. This means that the styles from what's being imported won't jump onto the paragraph style palette. It seems Excel uses fonts that I don't have installed in Adobe, but I'll quickly replace them. My cursor is loaded with data. Click. Let me zoom in. Now you can see that the import filter understands fonts, their color, fill colors, but it refuses to add them as styles to the paragraph style palette. It simply doesn't do that. And in this video, I'll show you a workaround. Before I begin, I'd like to explain the path that I will follow step by step. We've already seen that manual formatting from Excel can be imported to InDesign. What is manual formatting? That's my own term, which I use in training sessions because I have to call them somehow. I'm referring to all those places where you select and apply some edits, and if you want to change them again, you need to select, change again. So manual formatting, meaning the opposition of styling approach. As we have seen, styles don't want to transfer from Excel to InDesign. We encounter obstacles. I happen to know about word that formatting, both manual and styles, will transfer beautifully to InDesign. Everyone who prepares magazines or books knows this. If your editor formats Word in a clean and hygienic way and knows what he's doing when applying styles, you can easily import those styles from Word into InDesign and map them, meaning the Word style becomes InDesign style. It works very nicely and it's been widely used for many years. So the question is, can we somehow get from Excel to Word? Do styles transfer from Excel to Word? Unfortunately not. Manual formatting does transfer. You can copy and paste and it will work nicely. So the question remains, can we somehow convert these manual formats in Word into styles? And then we already know the path to InDesign is straightforward. Let me remove everything unnecessary from this diagram. Ultimately, the workflow map looks like this. You are probably wondering what Word gives us and why it's there. Well, Word can do something that InDesign can't. Word has Select Similar feature. Many applications has this tool. Illustrator has it, Word has it, but InDesign doesn't. And if someone is now wondering, yes, I'm well aware that InDesign has Find and Change window, where you can, for example, find all reds and replace them with greens. I explore such a line of thinking in CYZ movie. But here I'm looking for a completely alternative idea for the same goal. In InDesign, you can't select objects on separate pages. I'm thinking about the bounding boxes. You can't. That's why you can't select similar objects. There is no such algorithm, but Word can do it. So I'm following this lead. Let me go back to Excel, where in CYY movie I've prepared texts and digits for the whole year. In column D, names of days are in Polish, because at this moment I'm using Polish regional settings. To format days in international English, I need to refer to Excel country codes. You can use them in two ways, either in the text formula or just in custom formatting, and that's just what I'm going to do. Control 1 to enter custom formatting. In number custom DDDD, I need to change to square brackets and inside $-0409. Now I would like to transfer this area to Word. So I'm going to assign styles here in Excel because this is a typical situation where applying styles here in Excel is trivial, while in InDesign it would be quite a lot of clicking. I've prepared a helper formula for myself that allows me to filter by holidays. So I catch false, which means weekdays, and apply style to them. Control Shift arrow down, Control backspace. I clone the normal style by right-clicking. Duplicate, and I name the duplicate NR Black, and it should have an interesting look, so let it be 20 in bold, and now I apply it by clicking the left mouse button. Because the right mouse button opens a menu that allows me to modify, while the left mouse button applies the style. So NR Black is applied. Now I change the filtering. I'm catching holidays, but this time I make the clone from NR Black because I want it to be consistent. Duplicate. It will be named NR Red, and it should be the same, just red. And then I apply it by left-clicking NR Red, click. This one is in NR Black style. NR Black, NR Black, NR Red, NR Red, NR Black. How long would it take you to do this in InDesign? I'm repeating the same process in column D. So first, weekdays, Control Shift arrow down, Control backspace. I'm cloning normal style, and it will be named Day Black. Let it be Calibri 12 Black, and it has to be formatted here. Anyway, I'll forget about it right now, see what happens, because it's worth showing. And now I'll do what I forgot, which is to tweak custom formatting. Modify DDDD, but naturally with English country code. So again, I'm changing the filter to holidays, and I'm repeating the same operation. Control Shift arrow down, Control backspace, clone Day Black, because I want it to be consistent. Day Red. Let me remove the filter and check myself. Day Black, Day Black, Day Black, Day Red, day red, day black, and so on and so on. Finally, I'll filter comments in column E by disabling blanks. Ctrl Shift arrow down, Ctrl backspace. I'm cloning normal once again. And let it be just italic. I'm cleaning the filter. And now it's time to move everything to Word. So I select the area I need, Ctrl Shift arrow down, Ctrl backspace, Ctrl C, and I paste everything into a new empty Word document. If you, like me, happen to paste it without formatting, so Ctrl Z, you may use one of the special paste options from here, paste with formatting, or you can make it a more permanent option. So File, Options, Advanced, and in Cut, Copy and Paste section, Keep Text Only, change to Keep Source Formatting. Once again, Paste. I suggest switching to the web layout view where everything is one continuous line. It will be easier for us to look at it. I'd like to see my ribbon, so double-click in the name of the ribbon here. Let's have a look at the styles. As I said before, we lost them. Monday is in a normal style, Tuesday is in a normal style, Saturday and Sunday, they are all in the normal style. So what we currently have in Word is a table. Let me make a selection for better visibility. I would like to warn you about an obstacle that awaits us later in InDesign. If we were to save this Word document and import into InDesign, this table originating from copy-paste from Excel would not accept a table style in InDesign, for example, one containing thin cell borders. We can apply it to no visible effect. So since this table doesn't transfer properly this way, I have no choice but to convert it to text here. So convert to text. Click inside your table, go to Table Layout Context ribbon, and choose Convert to Text. Click. What characters should represent what were previously columns? Tabulators. Let me enable hidden characters. So tabulator, tabulator, enter. Tab, tab, enter, tab, tab, enter. Now, as this is a text, we have two paths. We can simply transfer the texts as they are right now and convert them later into table in InDesign. I use a similar approach in CYZ video. Alternatively, we can now convert this text into a table here in Word, and that's exactly what I'm going to do. Because tests have shown that if you create a table here in Word, it behaves properly after importing to InDesign, and it accepts InDesign styles. That's why I'm converting it into a table here again, but this one, made in Word, will transfer properly. You will find the command here in Insert menu. It asks you to first select what you want to convert, so Ctrl-A and convert to table. Let me remove table borders, because anyway, I'd have to remove them later in InDesign. Now I can deal with styles. Let's pull out the styles palette. The one is in the normal style, but I need a specific style for it. Something that doesn't exist in InDesign is the command select all text with similar formatting. No data means the content doesn't matter, only the formatting does. Similar, but similar to what exactly? Let's see how it works. I'll select a fragment, for instance like this, and issue a command select similar. It selects text similar to the first character selected. So I select the entire first column, select similar, and I have all the numbers of weekdays selected. I create new style. The new style will be named NR Black, enter and done. Now I want to select all the red numbers. Selecting from the top with the arrow with fellas, I'll use the method click-shift-click, meaning first click of the mouse is where the selection starts. Here's the regular click. Then I'll scroll all the way down, and at the end of planned selection, I'm holding Shift and then click. I'll scroll back up once more so it's clear where the beginning is, and now select similar. It is selected. New style. This will be NR red, and the first column is done. I repeat the same actions in the second column. I'm selecting the entire column and select all similar to Tuesday. New style, it will be named day black, enter. And the same thing for red days, meaning click, my selection starts here, and on the end, shift click, it ends here, scroll back up, select similar, new style, day red, enter, and the second column is done. And also the comment column, I'm selecting the entire column, select similar. In this case, it works by selecting similar to the first existing one. The last style I will need will be named comment. And let the comments be in italic. Alright, a quick check. Click, NR black, NR black, NR black, NR red, NR red. The same check with days. Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, all in day black. Saturday and Sunday, day red. And lastly, comments. Perfect. If we wanted to change these styles here in Word, you know what to do. Click the style, modify, and it will change everywhere where this style is applied. I'll turn off styles. Now we face another problem. We want to have a single tables on individual pages. If we transfer this table as a whole, InDesign doesn't provide a tool to split the table into parts. In our case, one large table into 12 smaller ones. On Adobe Forums, I found the first request for the split feature back in 2007, so soon it will be 20 years since this request was made. However, if someone wants to go down this route, there's a script for everything. On this site, you can find a script that does exactly that. It cuts the table horizontally at marked place and divides it into two smaller ones. I'll add the link, of course, in the description under the video. Since we know that later in InDesign there'll be problem cutting this table, let's cut it here in Word, which is ridiculously simple. I place the cursor where the cut should be made, that is, before the number 1, and in the table tools I select Split Table. Click. For my convenience, I'll make a shortcut to the Split tool. Right-click on the Split tool, and then click Add to Quick Access Toolbar. Which is grayed out because I have done it already, so let me do it again. First, I'll remove it from Quick Access Toolbar, and then, once again, click Add to Quick Access Toolbar. And now it's there. When I press Alt, the labels with numbers show that for me it landed under number 6, and for you it obviously will be a different number. So to speed up things for myself, I press Alt 6, Alt 6 again, and so on and so on. I get to clicking, but for you, I speed up the process in the edit. The document prepared this way is ready. I save it to disk by pressing F12, which opens the Save As window. I'm saving it as Calendar in my project folder. InDesign will refuse to import a document that comes from an application that is currently open, therefore it is essential to close Word. Also, Excel will no longer be necessary. Close. Now InDesign. This is the calendar layout which I created in the CYWEN video. To keep the project tidy, I'm adding a new layer, text, for all the content that will come from import in a moment. I'm going to parent page. The bare page looks like this. Look at the pink frame. It's the internal margin. In a moment, when my cursor will be loaded with data, those tables that I will be importing will fit on the page based on the shape of the pink margin frame. So to ensure they automatically insert into the area I planned for it, I need to change the dimensions of the pink frame. On the parent page, I previously created a guide that is positioned at 151,25. I copy the value to the clipboard, Ctrl 0. I'd like to extend the top margin. Please note that I'm doing it on a parent page. This means if I modify the margin here, the change will be applied to all pages that have parent A applied. Here, A, and so on. So, in fact, to all of them. Layout menu, margins and columns. It should be asymmetrical, so the change should be off, and then paste. Okay. Now I can proceed with import. I'm on the first page. I'm setting the editing cursor on this layer, as this is where the important tables should appear. I'm disabling all layers except text, then File, Place, Ctrl D, and this is my Word file. It is crucial to check the Show Import Options box. We want to see this window, and please recall how the import filter window from Excel looked. Here we have many more options. The most important decision is whether to remove the styles that come in the Word file, or rather to keep them. And if we keep them, how? Import automatically means we pull all of them from Word into our layout, and they'll land here in the Paragraph Styles palette. If I had prepared some paragraph styles earlier, I would probably choose the most powerful of these import options, which is Style Mapping. This means mapping this style coming from the Word file to this InDesign style, and that Word style to that InDesign style, and so on. Since I don't have any prepared styles, I simply take them all as is from Word. So import styles automatically. My cursor is loaded with data. I hover the cursor over the top left corner of the pink inner margin so that the new text frames will fit into the pink line. I'm holding Shift. I could press Alt, the combination of Alt-Shift, but Shift alone means that when the user clicks, InDesign will automatically create text frames on the following existing pages, and if there aren't enough pages, it will just add new pages as needed. Shift, click. First page, second page, third page, and so on. I'm selecting the first frame, and I would like to see the text thread. For that, I need to be in a normal mode. The shortcut is W, 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 and then I need to go to View, Extras, Show or Hide Text Threads. This line helps to understand the flow of the text thread from page to page. This is where the first table ends, and after this there's a second table, third, and so on and so on. Now I will scatter them to their individual pages. In the CYZ video I do this automatically, but here, according to the plan, I choose more manual but a simpler way. Online you will find a lot of info on how to work with tables in InDesign, but it is essential to mention that InDesign thinks of one table as one big letter. That's how it treats them. So after this letter, I'm inserting a special break character, page break. Its keyboard shortcut is Ctrl numpad enter, click. Ctrl numpad enter. One paragraph break still remains, so delete the abandoned line, and I'll continue through all 12 pages. Now I have 12 pages done. To avoid an accidental situation when one table might try to jump to the next frame in the thread, I'm gonna break it into unconnected frames. In the Scripts panel, in the Community section, you can find the one named Break Text Thread. I select one frame from the thread I want to break, and I'm running the script. All frames in selected thread are affected. 12 text frames means 11 breaks among them. Each frame is now independent. This is the first, this is the second, this is the third, and so on and so on. I won't need scripts anymore. In a moment, I'll create a table style and I'll apply it to all 12 tables to keep them under control. However, there are actions that a style cannot perform. Specifically, a style cannot set the width to the column. I need to do it by hand. I want one column to be, for example, 25 mm wide, the second column to be 35 mm wide, and I'll drag the remaining one to the right edge of the text frame. Then I'm stretching the bottom of the table to the end of the text frame. What I'm doing now, a style cannot perform. I'm selecting all rows of a table, and I'm giving the command to distribute rows evenly. It can be found here or under context menu here. Click. In the CYZ video, I'm doing it with a script, but here I manually repeat the same operations on the next page, but faster. I set the column to 25, this one to 35. I stretch it to the full width, stretch it to the full height, select the whole thing, distribute the rows evenly. And I repeat exactly the same thing on all 12 pages, and I speed it up for you in the editing. Perfect. There are 12 pages, one table per page, each with consistent column widths. Now it's time to deal with paragraph styles. These icons tell me that those styles came from import, that they came from Word. In what style is number 1? NR black, 5, NR red, and so on and so on. The plus character means that this style is actually applied to this paragraph, but additionally there are manual formats there also. So I'd like to remove all manual formatting to have my paragraph styles to be in a full control of the text. So from scripts, from community section, I run clear text overrides. All text style overrides. Clear. And what remains are only paragraph styles applied to this text. Let's check again. 1, NR black. 5, NR red. Tuesday, day black. Saturday, day red, and finally, comment. Control 0. All texts have their own styles, so I could leave it like it is, but let's think about it. For example, if I would like to change any attributes of all those texts, I would have to apply the same changes simultaneously to both number black and number red and not to make any inconsistencies. For this purpose, it would be better to organize the styles into a hierarchy. I'll quickly explain the hierarchy using a simple example. Here I have text frame styled with NR style. This one is styled with NR black, and this one is styled with NR red. These styles are in a parent-child relationship. This is the parent, this is one child, and this is the other. The point is that all changes made to the parent style will be transferred to the children, but all changes made to the child style will affect just it and not the parent. A digression, but important one. If you click on a style having an object selected, then that style will be applied to the currently selected object. So please develop a strong habit. Before you start modifying the style, meaning before you click here, nothing can be selected. Deselect all has its shortcut, which is here. So Ctrl-Shift-A, and only then I can double-click here, having the certainty that the style hasn't been applied to anything. So I modify the NR style. Since it's the parent of those two styles, every change in the NR style applies to its children. But if I modify, for example, the NR red style and, for example, make it red and let it be smaller and let it be bold, as you can see, every change applies only to the child style. Whether a style is a parent or a child is controlled here in Style Options. Based on no paragraph style means that it doesn't depend on any other style, that it's independent, that it's a parent. On the other hand, NR black based on has the style NR assigned to it, meaning that is its parent. So let's go back to the calendar. I want to organize my styles with hierarchy. To keep things tidy, I'll create a folder, I'll name it NR, and I'll drag these two styles into it. I'll duplicate NR black and name it NR. This will be the parent style, so based on no paragraph style, I'll attach NR black as a child to NR, and also NR red has to be the child of NR master style. One more thing, NR black is in black color. I'll choose the black with square brackets, meaning black with overprint. And NR red, character color, I'll choose CMYK red. So even though the NR style is not actually assigned anywhere, we make all our changes to NR, because every change made to the NR style affects its two children. So NR style controls all the numbers on all 12 pages. Let's check it out. Let's center them. Alignment. Center. A little bigger. Font. I proceed the same way with the day styles. You already know what it's about. I create a folder, move both styles into it. I duplicate day black style, and this duplicate will be the parent. It won't be based on anything, but the day black style will be subordinate to the day style, and the same goes for the day, which will be also the subordinate to the day style. I check the colors. Day red has the CMYK red, and the day black has black with overprint. The comment style controls our holidays. In that case, let the comments be a little bigger to see the change. Right, we have all the styles under control. Now it's time to style the appearance of the table as a whole. Let me create a table style. I'll name it main. To apply this table style to the entire text frame, there are many methods. The simplest is to grab the style and drop it on the frame. The table has now taken the table style main. Before I edit it, I first make sure everything is deselected, so Ctrl-Shift-A, meaning deselect all, and then double-click. I'm entering the table style edit window. Preview is enabled. Fill pattern, alternating pattern every other row. Skip the first one. Tint. I'll give it 10%. I wouldn't dare to go below, let's say 6, because I know that 6 will surely print well in offset printing, and below 6 it's at your own risk. Now I'll apply table style main to all pages, one by one, and of course I'll speed up the process for you in editing. Now to the cell style. Window, styles, cell styles. I need to define at least one. I'll name it CS, like cell style, and I will attach this cell style to the table style. In the table style, here, I specified that body rows should be of the cell style CS. As you can see, we can define separate cell styles for headers, for the leftmost, rightmost column, etc. But here, CS cell style will control all the cells of the table. Let me zoom in. So to center the rows vertically, I need to actually edit the CS style, vertical justification, align center. Perfect. So I think it's a high time we can see the calendar completed. I'm turning all the layers on, W to see the preview. And with this layout construction, I mean hierarchical style nesting, I can easily control my text. For example, not to spend too much time here, I would like to modify my day style, so all the days will be in caps. Second example, I would like my holidays to be in red, so comment color red. As you can see with styles, every edit takes only a few clicks. Alright, it seems the calendar is ready. Let me mention that it cost me a tremendous amount of work preparing this material for you, so that's all for today. As always, I'm sure you know a way to achieve it smarter, faster, or in a more educational way, so I would be delighted if you would leave your comments. If you have any questions, I'll do my best to answer them. Please give me the ideas for other movies, or upvote the ideas of other users. Thank you very much for watching. Bye-bye. Would you like to learn more? Let's meet at a live online training. It is possible to be prepared for an online training, so it has the same value as traditional stationary course. How? Visit oxygraphia.com, where in addition to practical organizational advice, you will find also the detailed training programs and support in the area of handling graphical applications, design print preparation, and more. See you at the training!